Hello everybody, this is Nathan, or I don't care by this point. So we're gonna be doing something a bit different today. So I thought with the release of the new Pokemon games, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, that we could, take a little trip down memory lane with Galar. Send off Generation 8 with a little quote-unquote bang, I guess. A final salute, if you will. So, what I have right here is PokemonQuiz.com. So, essentially what it is that you can, like, name as many Pokemon as you can within, like, a set time, or if you don't have a timer, you can, like, how many you can get, like, if you can name them all, like, how fast you can do that, you know? So we're gonna be doing that with Galar. Yeah. And I set a 20-minute time limit, so that way it would be challenging. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay. So the timer doesn't start until the first Pokemon's in, which will be Grookey. And then Thwacky, Rillaboom. Oh boy. Okay, so I guess I should let you guys know ahead that I am not the best at, you know, spelling. Like I'm good at spelling. It depends where my brain is though. Like Cinderace. Like if I were to say Cinderace, okay, I know Cinderace, but sometimes I'll just accidentally hit the second, like the C button twice, so it would be like Cinderace. But then yeah. So bear with me on that. And Teleon. And Drizzile. So, full disclosure, this is actually my second time recording this. Because, as it turns out, my first time was not recording my audio, so... I'll be real with you, I got 96 out of 148 at that time. Which, you know, is impressive, but, let's see if I can do better. Because during that time, I was also talking, so don't get me wrong. Like, I was doing stuff too. But, so, yeah. So if I get a higher score than that, know that this is my second time doing that. So, don't fault me on being too good. So, essentially in my first recording, I just talked about what Gen 8, my feelings on Gen 8, basically. And, yeah, I guess, I'll do it again, because, you know, like, there's a lot I had to say. So, Gen 8 was, to put it lightly, it was good, but not my cup of tea, if you will. Like, I definitely had big problems with it, but, you know, it's not like I didn't have fun with it, but, but, it was mostly okay for me. But, other than that, like, okay, so, let me lay, so I have like 5 problems with the game, but only 2 of them are like really big ones. So the first big problem I had was Dynamaxing. So Dynamaxing was like it was okay. It was an okay gimmick, if you will. My problem was that it just felt like that's all it was. It was only a gimmick. That's all it was to me. Like there was nothing really interesting about it. Like and Kudo, yeah. Like all you did was make Pokemon big. And with Gigantamaxing, it just made Pokemon like just have a slightly different design, which is not. Which some Pokemon deserved it, like Kingler deserved it. Lapras, I think, deserved it. But Pokemon like Gengar, I'm not sure about that. Machamp, I guess you could argue, kind of deserved. Like, I'm not saying that there are, like, deserved, like, it's like something that should be decided by one person. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying that, like, I know some of these choices are just too safe choices. Like, Charizard, like, you had Charizard way before Blastoise and Venusaur. But, whatever. It just felt too gimmicky for me. Like, it did change a lot. It did change a bit of the competitive formula, but every gimmick does that. So it's like, it just felt like that this was a gimmick for the sake of having a gimmick. Like, every Pokemon was big, so cool, I guess. Like, Z moves, like, sure, they were flashy and cool. They were also a gimmick, but it's like, at the end of the day, they too were gimmicks. But I didn't hate them as much, mainly because they just didn't feel too big. And yeah, I guess that's my problem with Dynamax. It just felt too big. What else was it? Eevee, Meowth, Butterfree. But yeah. And then there was, boy. Alright, so I'm not sure if this will be a controversial opinion, but the other big, you know, problem I had with the games was the wild area. And I did not want to hate the wild area, but I do. It was just too big for its own good. Like you entered the wild area at like what, level 15ish, and then you encountered Pokemon of varying different level thresholds. Like the highest was like a level 50, I believe. And that's cool. That makes sense. It makes good world building when you can do that. But my problem is that you couldn't catch any of them. Like, I get you have to keep the level curve down to, like, make everything quote-unquote fair. But it's like, why include... I don't... Like, it just doesn't make sense from a world perspective if you can't catch them, right? Like, I know... Like, I'm sure in the game it's like, yeah, you can't catch it because it's... You know, you can't do that. What? Centiscorch. Did I do that? Centiscorch. Oh god, am I spelling this wrong? Oh, is it K? Yeah. But yeah, it was just, you couldn't catch them? Like, okay, sure, whatever. But then the other problem I had with it was that, well, okay, so when everything was said and done, what happened was, well, essentially, all the Pokemon were level 60. It didn't matter what it was. Like, it could have been a Duraludon. Duraludon, yeah. Or a Zigzagoon. They were all level 60. So, it was just boring at that point. All you had to do was, like, either keep your team of, like, level 70s or whatever. Or you could, like, bring in your weaker Pokemon and then just grind from there. And it's like that wasn't fun. Like, I want to fight with my Pokemon, man. I want to fight with my, like, less experienced Pokemon. Get that trainer bond. And that's just not fun, man. The wild area was just boring, man. Like, after you do everything in the wild area, there's nothing else to do. You catch all the Pokemon, you do raid battles every once in a while. And then what else? Like, Jesus. Carkol. Roly-Coly. But yeah, that was Milcery. Geez. The raid battles were terrible, but those were like, I didn't do too many of them anyway, so like, who cares? And then like, my other three problems were like Hop. He was... God, I didn't like Hop. He interrupts you all the time. He's too, I don't know, obnoxious about obvious things. Ugh. Well, whatever. I guess I can deal with it. The post game was terrible. Like, who? Rookie Dad. Sorry. Corvus Squire. Like, who cares about Shield Bird or Sword Warrior? What stupid names? Like, come on, man. Like, you cannot be any more ridiculous than that. But I just felt like the pacing of the game was just a bit lackluster. Like, it was just for me. Now, does this mean I hated the games? Well, well, they certainly weren't my favorite, but I did like a lot of things from the games. So, the first thing was the Pokemon. Like, yeah. I mean, if I hated the Pokemon, well then that'd be a big problem. Standard content. But no, I really like this Pokemon Dex. This was a pretty solid Dex in my opinion. You had a lot of cool Pokemon designs, like Rapidash. Rapidash was a cool unicorn. Obsidian was cool. Toxel and Toxtricity. Who else? I personally like Surfax and Runerigus from a design standpoint. God, Barraskewda. Yeah. Ice-Cube is pretty cute. And then there's Stonejourner. Oh, you can do. Oh, you can like do. I did not know you could do spaces. Huh. That's interesting. Okay, so like if I were to do Cram or Ranch. Oh, cool. I mean, that's probably not gonna help me a lot, but still. There's Impidimp. Hatena. Hatterene? Yeah. Hatrim. Yeah. And then Morgram. And what was the other one? It was Grimmsnarl. That was it. There's Dragapult? Yeah. And Dreepy. Dracloak, right? Yeah. Applin. I like Applin. I didn't realize it could get relatively early in the game, so I never got one until it was a bit late. But it is what it is. I started my first game with Rillaboom anyway, so I don't think it was a big deal. So my team ended up being Rillaboom, Corviknight, sorry, Boltund, Surfetch'd, Runerigus, and Colossal, which I think is a pretty solid team, but you know, I'm not an expert, so I mean I should be. Like I've been playing Pokemon my whole life, so and yet I am struggling on this game that I'm doing the second time. Like what am I missing? Legendaries, Zacian, Zamazenta, right? Eternatus, right? And then there was a Kubfu, Urshifu. What was it? The other one. Zarude Sandstorm. Yeah, that was it. And then there's the Reggies, Aleki, Regidrago. And then you had the fossil Pokemon, which were interesting. Dracovish. Dracozolt. Arctozolt. Dracovish. No, I already said that. What did I say? Octofish, that was it. Vish. Yeah. Berserker, right? Yeah. Gosh, what else was there? This is embarrassing. Oh, Garbodor, right. Garbodor, yeah. Okay, so other things I liked about the games. The characters. I really like the characters. Well, not all of them, obviously. But the ones that I liked the most were Bee. Bee is wonderful. She was a wonderful character. Absolute 10 out of 10. Sonia, she was fantastic. Um, man, with Sonia, man, that showed how fast artists were, huh? There was Nessa, she was good. Um, okay, I'm trying to think of who I'm missing. Okay, so Milo's gym had Gossifleur, right? So Gossifleur and Eldegoss. Nessa's gym. Oh, there's Slowpoke and Slowbro and Slowking. Okay, who else was there? Okay, so, oh, Snom and Frosma from, you know, Melody's team. Who else was there? Who did, no, I guess not. I'm going through the gym leaders teams, but I think I got all of them, all of the major ones. What else was there? Okay, so there's the Pikachu clone, Morpeko. I did, the rodent, I did the bird, I didn't do Orbeetle, oops. Nickit, the side, you know, Pokemon from the other route. You know, like how Puchina's that to Zigzagoon. And then what was it? Thievul? Yeah. Okay, but yeah, the characters were great. Alistair was cool, but, yeah. Who else was cool? I didn't have strong feelings for Raihan. I think a lot of people liked him, but I just didn't care. Nessa was great. I think I said that already, though. Melody was fantastic. Marnie, yeah, I didn't have strong feelings for Marnie at first, but, her character did grow on me. Same with Bede, but I think Bede was just intentional, like, just the intentional prick. So it was like, obviously you gotta be mad at him, so, oh well. Who else am I missing? Geez. I should, oh, I didn't do Alcremie for some reason. Oops. Okay, what other Gigantamax Pokemon were there? Okay, between Carkol and Orbeetle, it must be this group. Who was that? Oh boy. Okay. So between Appleton, duh. Appleton. Uh, hmm. What other Gigantamax Pokemon was there? They're the major ones. Okay. Well, it's not a big deal. Dang, 2 minutes left. If I end this with the same score I had last time, that would just be inexcusable, honestly. Because, I had, this is my second chance, and I'm still blowing it, huh? Ain't that just life? Let's see. But, as I'm thinking, what else did I like about the game? I don't know, I think the pacing was a bit off on the game. It was, it didn't help that Hop would always, like, interrupt you. But, so what I did like about the game, the Pokédex, the people, can't really think of anyone. Or anymore. Oh boy, that's not great. Oh, Darmanitan, and Darumaka. And then there was Mr. Mime, and Mr. Rhyme. Yeah, who else? Like, I know I'm missing some. Well, if we're not doing Hisui, then I guess it's not 148, is it? It's like, I don't know, 120 something. Who else am I missing? Corsola, duh. I'm trying to think of, like, version exclusives I didn't even have, like, Corsola and Cursola. Okay, and that's 5 seconds, and I don't think I'm gonna get any more, cause, oof, man. Alright, Q-Fant, Capiraja, Pincurchin, Clobbopus, Graplox, Stunfisk. Oh, it's funny, the first time I did this quiz, I, like, immediately remembered Stunfisk because of how forgettable it was. I was like, I should get this one out of the way. But, yeah, I guess the steel trap's on the other foot now. Huh. Okay, oh yeah, Dreadnought. No, I didn't really like Shootle or Dreadnought, I just didn't really care for the designs, but, dude, I should have gotten Phalanx. Phalanx is such a cool Pokemon. Pincurchin, I forgot Pincurchin the first time I did this too, and I really shouldn't have. Because, I have like 1,000 Pincurchin in my box. It's like, ugh. I tried to do a shiny egg hunt for them, so that's why I have 1,000 in my box. But yeah. Hisui, we're not counting. Yeah, I should have gotten Capiraja, honestly. Yeah. I should have gotten the Legendary Birds. That was not an excuse. I'll be real with you. I did not do any of the DLC for this game. I was just unimpressed by the base game. I didn't feel compelled to play any more of it. But yeah. I did not. So, not remembering Glastrier or Spectrier is not in the skin off my back. Okay. But yeah, that was the quiz. It was fun and interesting. So I suppose to end this, like this, how I entered the first recording before I found out I wasn't even recording, is what I'm expecting out of Scarlet and Violet. Okay, so Scarlet and Violet. I am, well, to put it in lack of a better word, I am cautiously excited for it. Right? So when I first saw Sword and Shield, I was like, the first trailer was of all the 3 stories, right? Grookey, Scorbunny, and Sobble. So I was like, I guess they're cool, but they're not really for me. When I first saw the Scarlet and Violet starters, I fell in love with all of them immediately. They were all great. Like, Quaxley is adorable. Coco is adorable too. And Spigatito is just super cute. I had a really hard time choosing which one to be my first pick. But anyway. But dang. Ooh, even now I'm still trying to figure out which one I'm gonna pick first. But other than that, there were their character designs. Professor Sada, oh my god, I love her design. Her design is wonderful. It is fantastic. God, I mean, kind of weird to say that I'm gonna be picking Scarlet because of her design. It's gotta be super weird, honestly. Um, then there's Nimona. I love Nimona's design. I hope she's an interesting rival character. Like, I did not like Hop, so I hope they don't do what they did with Hop to Nimona. Because Nimona, I don't want her character to be ruined for me. Like, you can have Hop. I did not care for his character design whatsoever. Who cares? Nimona looks cool. She looks like that reliable older student character in those anime that like Onamine from Komi-san. She's like a cooler older sister type who's who brings out the best in people. That's cool. I like that. So I hope they do her character justice. Um they didn't reveal a lot of the other names for the other characters that I'm excited for. Like the one in the tracksuit, she looks cool. The big guy who kind of looks like Ron Swanson, he looks epic. Professor Turo is dope, but I'm getting Scarlet, so I'm not sure if he'll have an effect in my game, but who knows? Then you had what the gym leaders, Brassius, Grusha, Iono. Yeah, they're cool, I guess. But I guess the thing I'm most excited about is the Pokemon, because the Pokemon are fantastic from both a design point and from a naming convention. That is wonderful. Like Smoliv, Fido. Fido is a wonderful name. Satitan. Oh, that's a cool, epic name. And then you have obviously the best one, Lechonk. Lechonk. Ho ho ho. I love Lechonk's name. But I am excited for this Pokédex. This Pokédex looks fun, and I'm sure you've heard the leaks, but uh, I've seen a few of the leaks. I have not seen all of them. I've seen I think about 5% of leaks. I think so. I haven't been spoiled on anything except for a few Pokemon and actually no, just a few Pokemon. And so I'm going to be going into the story completely blind, and I'm super excited for the story. They're making the story sound really interesting. Like the branching pathways, open world is all gotta be interesting. I hope it's interesting anyway. But concerning the leaks, there's one Pokemon I did see in the leaks that I'm super excited for. Oh my gosh! Like if you know me, like if you've seen my other videos, if you see my other videos, wink wink, and I think you could guess which Pokemon I'm excited about, but yeah. And of course there's the other Pokemon like Farigiraf. I love Girafarig. So when they did that Farigiraf announcement, I was super excited for that. But man. Then you have the other Pokemon like Cloth. Cloth looks fun. That one painting Pokemon, I can't remember his name right now. Grafaiai, that was it. Jeez. I'm really hopeful for this game, man. It looks cool. Like, I know, graphically it could be better, but I've seen, the Japanese trailers, so... And the Japanese trailers, have higher quality and higher resolution, so it's I'm pretty sure that they're capable. It's just a matter of, how will it run on your own Switch? I hope my Switch will do it properly. If it turns out it's better on OLED, it'll it won't affect my rating or thoughts on it in any way. It'll just be an interesting experience, I think. But yeah, super excited for Scarlet and Violet. And that's about it for this video. If you want to see more of this type of content, let me know in the comment section. Be sure to like and subscribe. I really appreciate you hanging out with me. Because this was really fun. This is just a bit off script stuff that I'm not always gonna be doing. But if you guys want me to do more of it, I wouldn't say no to it because it was fun. But other than that, let me know what Pokemon you're gonna be getting in Scarlet and Violet. I don't have a set team in mind because again I'm away from leaks most of the time. Other than my starter and the one Pokemon I'm going to definitely try to get, I think all my other slots in my team will be open. So it'll be interesting. Let's have fun with this. But other than that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Okay, and bye-bye.